hello to anybody that stumbled upon this. Was it possible to get a fire going near the ocean? Okay. Um, let's see what we're doing today. I mean, we got a lot. We got about 6 hours before we get locked out of our motel. We do have the hanged man still. I, I don't get why it disappears though. Hold on. You know what? I should have done this before I started. I just don't get why it keeps happening. Ah. I think that maybe I wasn't supposed to have it to begin with. And of course. Let's see. We got the insect traps. Got the dead body in the boardwalk. Gotta go to the car for that, which we also need to do for this. We got the stuffed bird, which I probably shouldn't have taken yet. Don't care about that one too much. Get the whole story from Titus. Or I guess we do need to talk to that guy again. And my mic just got delayed. Not too much, it seems. Get Joyce's info. We do have our badge now, so we can talk to Joyce. Victim's tattoos. We haven't found anybody for that. Secret passages. Yeah, I don't think I have a key for that yet. And the signatures. We want to forge the signatures, though. Okay, so the traps. I think we gotta do that first. And again, I know we gotta do all this and pay for our room before 2100. Lands in far northeast of the failed building. I just don't know where all this is. So, you know what? We have a save here.
Always a pleasure to see. I mean, officers.
Alright. Can you tell us about the traps again? Locations? Oh my
We'll
god.
be on our way soon. Thank you again for... Well, they may not look impressive, but Lena designed them quite cleverly. So I'm sure they'll do the trick. Yes. What?
Okay. I guess just run around, hope for the best. We can always load the save. Waste a bunch of time. Oh, go in the boathouse today. Oversized superstar glasses.
There's a trap in the reeds at your feet. Looks like the same one you saw Morel set before. Same mesh, same wiring. Behind you, the ruins of a residential building rise over the reeds, shielding them from the wind. The reeds rustle confidently. When this district was booming, the reeds were kept at bay. Nothing obscured the freshly painted facades. Nowhere for drunks and adventurous teenagers to hide. Now only the wind blows. Locusts are crawling around in the trap, confused but uneaten. You see no carnivorous reed phasmid gorging on them.
Big surprise. Anyway, 1 down, 3 to go.
Damn, I was hoping to be the first one. No need to grin, I'm not expecting to find anything. Common sense citizen and getting some fresh air. You win the next one, surely. Say nothing, just put the trap down.
You set the apparatus back on the ground, among the reeds.
Ooh, money. What else shall I constructed? Ancient paint peeling off the roof. A shaded bench covered in rust.
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching from one corner to the other.
Bullet holes on the plaza, Nobelfeld, electrical. Look, Cam, even more bullet holes. Something's going down here.
Correct. The density of the bullet holes is unusual. Even in a general average bullet hole frequency in Martinez sense. Grim affairs. Meaning, this is a lot of bullet holes. Looks like fully automatic rifle fire. Something you don't see these days. The manufacturing and sale of automatic rifles was curtailed after the revolution. The destructive power of such tools proved to be too much. We do need to retain some humanity in this world.
Unable to piece together the big picture just now, there's a hole in their hypothesis. The scattering of bullet holes looks like one giant smiling mouth, smiling its deadly smile.
Nazis, entry, something. Old ticket taker booth, no longer operational. You'll pay money to park here. Would pay now. Horse crack dangerously as you run. Be careful here. Alright, well, we got enough money for a night. Only board shot is inaccessible. Calling people. Okay. I think I can save. It'll be fine.
A scattering of bullets.
Can you get? Oh, what's this? Section of the coast hasn't been used in decades.
The remaining windows rattle from a strong gust of wind. They're covered in a thick layer of grime. They must have been like this for 40 years. Dripping water falls from a high place. All you can see is the shadow of a collapsing staircase. There's rust and corrosion on the bars. They're foaming with it. And a small layer of white salt from the sea.
No. I won't even try. You know,
He takes his glasses off.
I had a partner once. They called him Eyes, because he had to show me things. It's that bad.
Can you still shoot though?
Well enough, actually. It's odd how that works. I'm no sharpshooter, but I passed my shooting courses 7 out of 10.
Nice. Weird. I keep pressing the wrong button. I need the map for the task. Okay. No trap up here. It's just a dead body. mean, yeah, at this point it is just trying to finish what I started here. Task. Train trails off into the ocean to who knows where. These rusty gears just to turn the whole machine. Waiting for you is housed the engine. Must have been a big one.
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it. The door hasn't been opened in a long while. You see a handle.
It's military. A service depot of some sort. Probably something that is no longer there.
The lieutenant looks at the hunching concrete toad in front of him.
It may have been used to service an aerostatic battleship in the atmosphere, or a fortification, like a sea fort in the bay.
Alright, just want to see how far I can zoom out here. Recently discarded, smells like fuel oil. A truck.
A familiar apparatus, the reeds sway in the coastal breeze. They seem to be waiting for something. The wind picks up here, near the Cape's end, surrounding the narrow strip of land from 3 cardinal directions. It's cold for this time of year. This trap is also full of panicked locusts. No sign of any cryptozoological beast inside.
Another empty trap.
We're out of having the duty. Let's keep going. The next one is the lucky one. Are you enjoying the cardio, Lieutenant? I'm quite enjoying myself. I want to make it clear, I don't actually believe Phasmid exists, okay? Next one is the lucky one. I want to reference the lucky stuff.
The next one has a crab trapped in it. These are just crab traps, you do realize?
A little salty. Cigarette butts cleaned away under a rock. Big mental note. Feel more tea. Seems important somehow. I made a campfire here a long time ago. And I'm probably mumbling there. Rusted broken control box for the radio relay tower. Ladders to rusted climb. The sea air has eaten away at it. Scented scarf. Tiny inlets off in the distance where the posts trail forward.
Yes? Yes?
It is logic. Whoever need it. Map would be pretty good right now. A shirt and some money.
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height, stand shut in front of you. The rectangular sea-worn ornamentation appears in stark contrast to the padlock, carelessly drilled into the wood. The carving on the door is block-like and angular, like the church itself. 2 large beams shoot downwards, sinking into the wood before they reach the threshold. The surface is smooth from the wind, but moist to the touch. This cheap-looking padlock is sturdily built. It shackles together a hasp and a staple screwed into the wooden door. The lock is adorned with a yellow sticker. It'll be easier to break the staple than the lock. Also, that sticker is interesting, somehow. You see a yellow circle with 2 X's and a big curve below them that looks like a mouth. You're pretty sure you haven't seen it before, but what the symbol depicts is clear enough. A smiling dead guy. The curve makes it smile, and the X's make it dead. There is something blindingly modern about this symbol. Its modernness puts to shame everything you've seen before. He takes off his glasses and uses a blue handkerchief to thoroughly wipe them clean before inspecting the sticker. Then he looks up, pauses, and replies.
No. Looks like a dead man smiling. Suggests junior delinquency. For
Yeah, well,
Revachol
junior.
ZOC, the moral intern defined junior delinquents as minors between the ages of 10 and 16 who have committed an act in violation of the law. These acts aren't called crimes as they would be for adults. Crimes committed by minors are called delinquent acts. This was part of your officer's exams.
He puts the handkerchief in his coat pocket.
I haven't seen that sticker before, and I'm not a youth.
Gray is very modern, but does the cheery guy not know he's dead? Or does the dead guy not care that he is? That was a source of the irony here.
That level of conceptual thinking is not part of my skill set.
There's nothing like the sound of a sticker unpeeling. Now it's stuck to your thumb.
Put the sticker in your ledger after the last entry where it belongs.
Looks like today was a gold star day. Nothing happens, only the sound of the padlock rattling against the door.
I don't think that's going to work.
Well, neither did I.
High above, the wind wraps the church in its rush, cold and wet from the ocean bay. It parts around the massive keel-shaped roof, like a test tunnel washing both sides, the way it has done for 340 years. The wind keeps its distance. So should you.
There is a hole in my heart.
The lieutenant looks at the padlock. He didn't hear you asking. You were quiet enough. The padlock passes through a staple that's been hastily attached to the wood. Closer inspection reveals that one of the screws is not a screw at all, but a nail. The work has been done recently and is unprofessional, to say the least. Should you want to get through, it might be easier to just pry the whole thing off.
Where Mr. Prybar comes in handy.
Maybe we should circle the building first and look for another way. The building has seen enough mistreatment.
We start with that kick drum coming from the ice. Heard a sound before.
Yes, the pulsing bass. A sure sign of junior delinquency, somewhere east of here.
There's something on the sea ice there.
Let's go pick up this first. It's taking a lot of patience to do this. But who does?
A shaggy-looking girl in her late teens or early 20s kneels on the ice with an electronic contraption in her hand. Hearing you approach, she looks up.
Oh, hello there.
It's cold out here, but she's not wearing a hat. She must be freezing. Everyone knows drugs make you invulnerable to cold. You bet this one likes to party.
I'm listening.
Cold wind blows in from the sea. She breathes on her fingers for warmth, looking up at you. What's your name? What's the device you have there? Waiting out here in the cold. I feel like this might answer both the other ones.
Recording, I guess.
And what is it you're recording exactly?
I think I'm recording cracks in the ice, but there's no way to tell. Not without headphones. I think I just recorded your footsteps too. Not sure how that will sound.
She scratches her forehead. By having the headphones, what are these recordings for?
The musicians in the Elysium used them for making music. They looped the stuff, cutting the tapes together. They make music out of cracks in the ice and keys jangling. Crazy sounds like that. It's hard to explain.
Modern.
Anyway, I thought I'd make some too. It's supposed to be, like, a music place anyway.
She rubs her shoulders and looks
The
around.
girl is cold all of a sudden. Very cold.
I don't really know what I'm doing. They use synthesizers too. I don't have a synthesizer.
She is on some kind of stimulant, amphetamine or methadone, and its effects are wearing off fast. She will begin to experience more and more valleys now, and fewer peaks.
Take this, you're cold.
The lieutenant begins to take off his jacket.
No, man, fuck that, I'm cool. I'm sorry I said that. I'm sorry about the fuck.
It's okay.
Give her your hat. But I like my hat.
Thanks.
She puts it on. It's a bit large for her.
That? The boys think it could be a place, like the Elysium or something. Stupid. It's really not gonna be a Elysium, that's for sure. Yeah, Andre and the guys, they're inside, in the tent.
And why is that?
They got too much stuff crammed in there, no room. Music stuff mostly. Like this tape recorder, but bigger. And there's piles of it.
And I leave some of this outside so you don't have to freeze.
That stuff is more expensive than I am. More expensive than any of us, really. Doesn't matter, I can take the cold. Go ahead. A cell.
Her hair is dyed blonde, with dark roots showing. There's a coarseness to her features, some masculinity below that timidness.
Why?
Yeah, why indeed? Forget it.
Okay. This is a portable recording device. It's for field recording. Low quality, but still. Actually, just one wire. I picked on it till the braiding came loose. The wire leads to a contact microphone. A contact mic records sounds from inside things, like this ice.
Nice. You could maybe bug someone with it. Wiretapping.
The mic? I don't exactly know. Somehow it doesn't pick up vibrations from the air. The book said it only picks up structure-borne sound, if you like technobabble. Same place I got the recorder from, the Elysium.
Right, hang up for junior delinquents. Back to the mic, if you will.
Oh man, you haven't been to the Elysium? It's the coolest place in this whole drug-addled shithole. It's a music club and a synthesizer workshop on Boogie Street in Jamrock. Musicians live there, like real musicians. I once saw Arno van Eyck.
I'm not going to say number two to her, but it sounds like a place for congregating homosexuals. Sounds interesting. Who is this Arno guy?
Oh yeah, guess you wouldn't know Van Eyck. Or really be a Elysium going kind of person. I don't know what that means.
I grind.
I don't know what that means either.
Means a hip beyond my years. Nor do I, but I have connection, concrete evidence that I rock in the form of a wrecked tape player in a completely trash hostel room. Neither do I, actually. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Get down, grind.
That's cool.
Freeze on their fingers. Looks like she doesn't know what to say. Right time has deserted me. Never mind. Let's talk about the contact mic instead.
Sure. Okay.
Tell me more about this music place you've been planning in the church.
It's supposed to become like a club for anodic dance music, like that new style of synthesizer stuff they play at the Elysium. Except that, yeah,
Next to the old wooden church, up on the poles as a mean wind comes bellowing in. The 6-story structure lets out a doleful shriek.
The floorboards are twisting, and the shooting beams are slowly cracking, like bones. Far east of the Golden Delta, beyond the industrial port, there is a black patch of unlit coast with the smallest creatures on the ice. There will never be a club for anodic music here. Not in a million years.
And what is it, Nautic dance music?
you know, anodic, cathodic, music that's made with electronic instruments. Synthesizers and tape consoles, microcomputers too. Anything that uses electricity, but isn't guitars. Also found sounds, stuff like that.
You see clear, beautiful, violent flashes of light. Light cutting through a smoke-filled darkness. That is what the future will look like, if it ever comes.
I know. It's not my idea. Andre and the boys found the place. It was supposed to be deserted, but now they can't even take it. Hey, don't get me wrong, but you're cops, right?
Yes. Why do you ask?
Okay, well, maybe you could talk to Andre and the guys, because there are some strange things going on in that church. If you're police, you should look into it, right?
Got enough on my plate as it is. I'll talk to them. We'll see. I prefer to remain non-committal.
They're inside that thing there. Would be cool if you did. Was there something else? No. Not really, no. It's Noids.
Hey, is this Lloyd friends of yours? Why did Lloyd person put a padlock on the church door?
To keep more weirdos from getting in. Fucking Martinez. I'm sorry. It's got the worst weirdos. If you get around to it, ask Andre about them, he'll tell ya.
Should you? Weirdos. Sounds bad somehow.
Go ahead.
The device is cold to the touch. An angular Omicron logo adorns the yellow plastic cover. Underneath you see a reel of tape rolling. You put the device back on the ice.
Okay, bye.
Seems like there is some music playing right now. Carbolism markings. Trash from some party poles brewed into the ice keeps the tent
A
erect.
pane of Eternite has been planted into the snow. 2 poles are holding it up. Barely holding it up. It could fall over any minute. A stronger gust of wind might be enough.
It looks like a makeshift bridge. Could be convenient.
The pane falls into the icy snow with a soft thunk.
When no secret task made a shortcut. There's someone's home away from home, just like yours.
The tent is just tarpaulin fabric covering a pile of stuff. The flap is open. Inside, 3 young men, all in forward-looking apparel, reminiscent of the sticker on the padlock, are listening to some new form of music. It's like nothing you've ever heard. One of them looks at you.
Come on, get in and close the flap behind you. The warm stuff's getting out. Sorry, we barely have room for one.
You go ahead. I'm too old for this.
I'm actually not, he thinks. I just dislike delinquents.
I'm sure you will feel right at home. I'll keep watch.
Gestures for you to squeeze in. Alright, what is this? Ossifed Ultra. Containers filled with what appears to be water. And the label says distilled. Speaker, the big kind they use for live music. I feel like that made no
You
difference.
see a youngish man bleaching the tips of his hair with a toothbrush. He puts the toothbrush down and extends his hand in greeting.
Hello.
Wait, is that not music?
His grip is strong, sweaty, and warm. He's trying to project and inspire confidence.
This is my posse. Noid.
The young man with earrings looks at you suspiciously.
And Egghead. Egg!
A player high above his head continues to blast what is probably anodic music.
Together with a Settle Burger, who's out there right now, doing some seriously progressive sonic experimentation, we like to think of ourselves as music venue organisers.
How many of you organize?
We have many in the pipeline, officer. You see, we've been all over Jamrock North, prospecting for real estate to establish a new venue in.
Also for talent.
Yeah, thank you, Egghead. And while there is no shortage of raw, unfettered talent spinning tapes in Jamrock, we've had rotten luck with the real estate part.
Place is a shithole.
I apologise for my friend Noid's potty mouth. I realise this is not how you speak to a police officer. He has authority issues.
There's no need, the place is pretty bad. Next time, watch yourself. Was there something you wanted? Your friend Alice said there was a problem with the church?
Ah, so you've met her. Good. Yeah, it's a matter of occupied ecclesiastical property. I bet you've noticed the derelict hive of narcomania on the coast.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the church. And I'm not exaggerating. Even a place of spiritual refuge can become a magnet for all sorts of dopeheads and burnouts if left unattended.
Dopeheads. Burnouts.
Angrily spits on a screw, then starts cleaning.
Well, I'm sad to say, that's exactly what happened. Sad because we were just about to put Martinez on the map with one of the maddest dance clubs in Jamrock. Nah, strike that. In Revachol.
Strike that. The world.
And sadder yet, because the dopeheads and burnouts hold up in there are the worst kind.
He leans back a little, watching you with a steady, serious gaze, letting you imagine just how bad those dopeheads and burnouts really are. Good. This calls for an opinion. You're an expert in those.
Yeah, what kind?
The spooky kind. I was hoping you would be the judge of that, officer. All I can say is, their spookiness is the kind that keeps us from restoring this church into a community centre and a place of spiritual refuge.
Also, they don't eat or clean the building. Shit's gonna collapse. People just wanna spin tapes without them spooking it up. Place has bad signs. No one can dance like that.
Thank you, Egghead. So you're gonna look into it, right? It should be a police matter. Getting them out. Whatever spooky stuff they're doing, I'm sure it's not what the Ecclesiastes meant their property for.
Yeah, sure, we'll do it.
All right, man.
Andre's obviously very happy you took him seriously. The whole tent is. The boys exchanged giddy looks.
I did ask Noid to install a measure against more drifters wandering in. It's a temporary fix, just something to contain the situation.
But people can't get out.
I had to do it in an hurry. Not my best work, but it should hold for a while.
Not long, like a week maybe? I'm super sure they're alive. I mean, come on. I'm at least 90%, maybe 85% sure they're still alive. Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry too. I guess it wasn't very hardcore of us to just lock them in like that.
Of course. Noid, give the officer the key.
All right.
Alright, let's take a hit to morale.
You sense the
Never
trajectory
mind.
of the little piece of metal and plastic. The object makes a small ringing sound as it approaches. Just the tiniest chime to your left.
Watch her take health damage though.
Ka-ching! The key hits your palm. The speed freaks nod to you approvingly. The speed freak nods to you. A respectful nod. You proved something here.
Sure, man. Tell us what you want to know. Let's do it.
Yeah, who exactly are they?
Truth is, I don't really know. None of us do. I don't even know how many there are. All we've seen are glimpses. Well, there's also the machinery.
This machinery is of the deeply mystical variety.
When I first scouted the place, back in February, it was abandoned, empty. Took some time getting the crew together. So about 2 weeks ago, we came here hoping to set the stuff up. Suddenly, there are all these strange machines lying around in there.
One of them has wires running into bowls of water. Wires into water. Never seen anything like it.
Andre, tell him about the feeling.
Oh, and it felt like there was something in there with us, watching us from the dark.
No, the other one.
Running out of
which
time.
other one? I'm not as in tune with my emotions as you are, Egg.
Felt like silence. Awful silence.
Not exactly. We've just seen someone who we think is a woman go in and out of the church a couple of times, and we felt someone or something eyeing us inside. But that's kinda it.
I can be sure they're burnout and dope as if you haven't seen any of them.
Well, honestly, I can't, but I am.
Why not? Let's go with that.
I'm 70% sure they're substance users. Don't let the technology fool you. Like, you aren't alone, you know?
It wasn't quite human, if you know what I mean.
Non-human means a predator.
It was this dark shape climbing upside down along the ceiling, like some kind of crab man. Yeah, you know, the way it was climbing up and around the ceiling, like a crab.
It was stalking a cell, exhibiting ambush behaviour.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I didn't personally see it. Estelle was alone that time, but I believe her. If she comes out running and says there's a crab in there, there's a crab in there.
You should ask her about it, but be nice. Don't tell her you don't believe in the crab.
There probably is no crab man. Don't let them draw you in with this nonsense.
You should talk to Noid about that. I just got a distinct burnout and dopehead sign from them. Probably jacked up to some snuff station too. Probably, very likely.
With a small surge of PEA, alertness fills you, as if to say, this is a dark corner. Look behind it.
It means like one of those rich boy private radio stations, where you can listen to people getting killed on, then jerk off to it. Sick shit.
Not that we would
We
know
heard about that
anything
stuff
about
before.
that. Noid just likes to relay stuff. We're getting derailed here. In short, you can tell to Noid about the machines. He'll tell you more. Sure. What? Oh yeah, that's a meteor and name for the founding party. Thought it'd be cool to use it. You know, of Meteo, concerning Meteo. Meteo, a country on Muindi, on the Muindi Isla. Come to think of it, I've never really looked them up, you know. I can't give you a precise definition, but they're a very powerful religious organisation. And they have roots in ancient mass society. And they're the custodians of the Pericanassian Church. Plus, they anoint the innocents. They, like, made the Innocentic system, no? You're totally wrong about that.
The Pericanassian Church is about love. And Nordic music is about love. I got love for my Pericanassian posse. Love is the relay out of death. We dance.
He violently shakes the tape player, as if to see if he can break it.
Love is hardcore.
Unity.
Unity!
Make some noise for my Insulindian posse.
Turns the volume up, then looks at you with a knowing nod. And if it's obvious, you will not break into dance.
You feel it. The anodes and the cathodes coursing through you. Your big toe starts tapping along to the base, as if testing the waters.
I understand it was lame of me to suggest otherwise. Nordic music is about love, and so is the church.
Feels good.
Guess love can be pretty
Oh,
hardcore.
yeah, it can.
He's coming around. You're getting it.
Yeah, just lie.
Yakokata, the place to be.
Do it for the masses. Do it for the crew.
Friend forms a fist with a screwdriver still in his hand, provingly so.
I didn't want to say it, but it was pretty lame of you to imply otherwise. Anyway, you got more questions?
The one with the large head is still looking at you, nodding his head, waiting for your body to start moving. You feel like you could go for a little disco when, or if, they get this club going. You've got it in you.
Yes. What? Yeah, good to have, bitch to carry. When I first scouted the place, I did some reconnaissance. I'm not sure the church even has running water.
And it's distilled.
Oh,
Doesn't know
it's
what
the
to
one
say.
they sell at the fuel station. The what now? Oh, the old Ultra. I have a major sinus infection, stuffy nose. We all do. Shit's all blasted up. Winter, can't even breathe. Yes, that's all Nosafed's doing. Without the Noser, I'd be drowning in shit right now.
Nosafed is the shit.
Sure. Here you go, officer. The Noser. Blast away.
He nods enthusiastically, no doubt a little relieved.
Logic
As
and
always,
godly.
we'll be right here, waiting patiently for the news. Yeah.
Well, I did lose a hat. Do I not have any other hat?
Hi again. So, how are things going?
Okay, so the Speed Freaks want to start a club for dance music. That much checks out. Youths like music. You feel as though you might have liked music more when you were young, too. But you digress. The gist of it is, they want to turn the church into a club, but a suspicious element has overtaken the building. It's very important to understand what the gist of things is. Always consult the gist before making up your mind. Plus, and it has to be considered, you can't invent the future of dance music in this smelly old tent. Imagine if you had the church. That settles it. Analysis complete. Their story checks out.
As always, we'll be right here, waiting patiently for the news. Yeah.
We'll come back to them.
Yes?
Might be another day kind of task. Because again, I feel like I'm running a little short on time. So let's get booking. Where the hell is this last one? Southeast of the village. Let's try these guys again real quick.
Tequila Sunset.
How's Disco Elysium going? Not bad.
What's
Got
it
some ups and
about?
downs. Lots of talking.
I'll let my hand address the situation. Maybe you've heard. I used to be a very successful businessman. I've signed more than a few lease forms or whatever the fuck they were. Anyone's got a pen, the pro's gonna do it.
Nah, we're not gonna give him our pen. It's ours.
I got a freebie when I purchased a whole carton of cigarettes. Smoke cigarettes, get a free pen. Deals don't come any sweeter.
Thanks, Rosie.
Grabs the pen and papers from your hands and very carefully scribbles on the dotted line. Idiot doom spiral. He leaves two signatures on the dot.
Hey, Abs! Hey, Abs!
Don't you? You cool, have a go.
But if they're not signing the names Everard wanted.
I need you to
I
sign
think
this
this works.
document right here. It's important.
Don't call her.
His trembling hand catches the paperwork. He lays it out on his knee and starts writing slowly. The handwriting is almost illegible due to his shaking hands.
Don't call Abaquow.
Graham grabs the document and
Great
admires
job, Abs. Nailed it.
it. Yeah, I guess that's it.
Glad to have been of assistance. After all this time, I feel like I've made a difference.
Feels like a 1,000 fucking real, man. Doing good.
Don't call Abigail.
He snorts and takes a swig from his bottle. The bottle is empty.
Thank you for your services, gentlemen. Should we go and mail this? I think I saw a mailbox on the plaza.
Mailbox plaza, got it. Huh. Ah. Yep. Okay, I'm starting to notice whenever OBS is starting to tank, my mouse stops working at the same time. So, what the hell? Why is there something so wrong with my computer here?
What can I...
All right. A nice bench there. So is there a trap over here? Is that where I... Yeah, there it is.
This trap's not too hard to spot, once you know what to look for. Keeping it hidden has not been a priority for the cryptozoologist. The reeds bend forlornly toward the sand. You see slabs of concrete north. In the east, the city center hums to you. The constant, distant song, louder on this part of the coast, nearer somehow. And there's that cold again. Always the cold. Nothing but locusts in this trap as well. Definitely no cryptozoological monstrosity.
Empty as all of them. One more of these and we're done.
Face is red from the cold sea air. He crouches to catch his breath. Must stress that I did not expect... Are you getting tired?
No, I'm fine. I didn't mean to complain, it's just...
He's short-winded. The sentence ends there. Okay. Well, now, I mean, I intentionally left the first one last because that's kind of how they said it.
Great news. The boat is big enough for a grown man like you to fit underneath it in a supine position.
Yeah, what would I be doing under there? Great news, I found somewhere new to sleep.
I don't know. Sleeping? What do people do under boats? This is merely a measurement from your visual cortex. Do with it what you... The elements are rough around here. I
Did
don't
not
know
mean to
about this.
pass through that.
Huh?
I said, great news. I found somewhere to sleep. Point the boat under this boat here. It'll be free. Can pretty much finish the case from under this boat here. It's dry, weatherproof, and free of charge. Live under a boat now. Well, none of these are saying I was just joking.
Sarcastic self-pity is not what we need at this moment, officer. I understand the
disappointed.
situation looks grim, but we must continue with our investigation.
You have a home somewhere. All cops do. When this is done, you can return.
And can't just make jokes. Underside of the boat has recently been tarred. Oh yeah, that was by her. We stole her bird. Run. The furthest we've been apart.
This is the last of the traps. The one Morel just set. Checking it over, he said, is just a technicality. The reeds by the abandoned campsite sway and tremble, while the snow falls all around. The later it gets, the colder. Remnants of the camp can still be seen in the sand. The fire that's gone out. You feel strange, somehow. The trap feels light and silent as you pick it up. Something is different here. No locust. No phasmid either, but still.
It's empty. Morel didn't leave it empty.
Your voice echoes on the coast, carried by a gust of cold wind.
Well, the bait worked on something. This doesn't mean it was a reed monster, though. Unless you see one in there, I just see an empty trap.
What if it is? What if it was the Phasmin? What if it ate them? Got out? Yeah, it probably wasn't the Phasmin, but still, Morel needs to know. You're right, but they still need to know. Right, this crypto research has been stupid. Yeah, it probably wasn't.
We did sort of promise to tell them, didn't we?
Seems to regret the fact. Alright, sweet. We've done that. Now it's time to go all the way back to the hostel. Oh my god. Gotta find a map. We did have a map at some point, and then it just decides to stay away. Seems the walker was either very confused or drunk out of his mind. What? Is that our own footsteps? I think I have a postcard I can sell real quick.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything. Sure, let me have a look. Anything else you're thinking of selling?
And we'll keep on to some of this stuff. Some seems like it'd be rude to sell.
Another time, perhaps. Someone else came here earlier today.
What? Sold? This is a pawn shop, and it did feel as if the lieutenant shifts from one foot to another. Alert.
Sure, man.
I think I accidentally took morale damage there. I was like, I don't remember this question being worded this way, so I wanted to check it again.
The dented yellow mailbox greets you with its graffito and bullet holes in the front. You drop the white envelope in the darkness. It lands with a soft thud on what sounds like a couple of letters. Probably did the right thing. You can't trust that slug, Everard. You know he's going to play you somehow.
All right, let's go back to Everard. If we don't mention anything to him, he won't know before it's too late.
Okay, so the thing is that
Snow covers the white on blue police livery of the motor carriage. The white colors nearly meld together.
if I couldn't forge the signatures myself because we think that they might be watching us, why would someone else forging the letter make sense? I guess they just don't know who the drunks are.
Do something important? Something murder-related? There's always something important. Doesn't mean you can't take a moment to admire this piece of machinery. Even at a standstill, the unibody Caprice Kanema looks sleek and dynamic. The cabin is tilted frontward to give it a more aggressive, hunched look. Someone has waxed it recently.
Didn't really put the loco back in locomotion. Point to the vehicle. Very cool. Don't like your machine, Lieutenant. Looks impractical. Auto carriage, one of many. No, he likes it too. We're gonna just say this.
You want to take a closer look?
What's it packing there? Point to the engine. What's in there? What in there made the infernal whining sound that woke me up?
130.
I reckon that's a 7-liter V12 there.
Okay, let's just say that.
7.2. Supercharged.
This lieutenant is trying to suppress a smug smile unsuccessfully.
You mean the coil noise? When variable current passes through wires that make up the coils on the electrical system on this machine, it causes vibration in the wires and the cores of the coils. When the frequency of the current in the coils falls within the audible range, the resulting vibration creates the whiny sound you mentioned.
What a binoclard. Whatever you do, don't make fun of the lieutenant for explaining this to you.
I have pretty much maintained my vehicles by myself ever since one was assigned to me. You inevitably pick up some knowledge on the way. Yes, an extraordinary machine.
You don't listen to the lieutenant's voice as his eyes run over the vehicle's contour.
It's nice and all, but why so modest? Put some zing into it. Flare it up. Slam it down. Helium headlights would improve the range and quality of the visual field a lot.
Nah.
Anything else?
I feel like the headlights would actually get rid of the RCM purpose for it. Okay, before I do all the stuff with the car, let's go pay off for our night. I don't need to talk to the smoker. Right.
Can I help you? Got the 20 real? Then
Not yet.
why are you wasting my time and yours?
What is this thing?
The man takes a step forward. It's no biggie, just thought it would look nice on the wall. I'm that kind of cop.
What, the interior decorating kind? You know, I'm sorry. This is actually a nice bird. A competent piece of taxidermy. I can fix it to the plaque and have a new bird in the establishment, I guess. So, I don't know. Thank you. I'm gonna go with thank you.
This was mostly about the fucking cardio. Massive cardio here. You'll live till 90, or you get a heart attack from running.
I feel good about our work here today. It's all about the little things, like bringing people random stuffed animals.
Got the 20 real? Good. You got the room for the night, but remember, you'll need another 20 real tomorrow.
Dang. All right, that's the
Boy,
racist one.
am I ever so grateful to you, officer. But I'm not the only one who wants to thank you.
Talk to her then.
It's great to see you again, officer. My wife can't wait to thank you. Go on, talk to her.
Oh, sweetie, I don't even know how to thank you for finding my husband and helping him out. I hope we haven't been too much trouble for you.
I'm basically also a cryptozoologist now.
I knew it.
Here Kim say quietly to himself.
I'm not
Let me
surprised. It's already getting out of hand.
Let me just do the jokes, man.
Well, in that case, sweetie, let me give you a small token of my gratitude. It's a tie, Mesk in origin. The pin is an antique, quite special to the cryptozoological community.
The little silvery knob holding the tie together feels warm in your hand. It's in the shape of an avian skull with 8 eyes.
You never told me you've seen the Phasmid.
Oh, you don't want to hear about some old woman's ramblings.
Nah, go on. That's what this game's about.
Nonsense. Your description of the Phasmid is the most precise I've ever heard.
Darling, I didn't even get the size of it right.
Measuring things is important. How did she get the size?
You were a child, my dear. Really. It's extraordinary what you were able to describe. Now go on. Tell our friend about it. He's proven his interest in the field.
Reflexively, the lieutenant read his familiar notebook.
Well,
Yeah, he might be into it as well.
Summer.
To some extent.
I was building a racing track out of sand on the beach near a tall stand of reeds. Quite a tall one. Many times my height, I remember. When, all of a sudden, I looked up, and one of the reeds moved. Not like a plant, but like a living thing. It stood up and looked at me. Its body unfolded like some antique toy. I'd never seen anything like it. The reeds turned into a creature.
She had no fear, just surprise.
I didn't know this can happen, so I reached my arm and touched the thing. It felt just like a stalk of reed, but it moved, swaying, towering above me. After a while, 20 seconds, a minute maybe, it left, went into the reeds.
Did you follow it?
I tried, but I was only a child. There was mud and high water. I couldn't see it anymore. I was just standing there, knee-deep in mud, looking around me.
Where did you go? Don't go.
I ran back home to my grandmother and asked her if reeds could walk, and told her they were looking at me. Of course, she just laughed at me, but I knew what I'd seen. For years, it was a story I told at parties when I wanted to impress boys. That sort of thing. Of course, most people just took it as a strange, amusing anecdote. So did I, honestly. But then I met Morel.
We were on a date. Can you imagine? She tells me a story, and it's the most detailed report of the Insulindian Phasmid I've ever heard. The sounds. She told me it hissed.
So that's how they met. This is beyond significant for them.
It did, yes. Like reeds in a gust of wind.
The way it moved, the colour, how some of its limbs were white, like marble. It matched perfectly with what I know from other accounts. It was amazing. If it weren't for Lena, I might have given up hope years ago. It's no exaggeration to say that she restored my faith in my profession.
Our first, yes.
The woman looks at her husband tenderly.
Not all of them. There is some white coloration reported, along with beige, where the camouflage ends.
It's hard to say how big things are when you're quite small yourself. To me, it seemed to be taller than I was then, but That's probably not the case.
What if it is the case?
Kim, what do you think of this?
I
Yeah.
thought it was a wonderful story, ma'am.
He closes his notes and gives her a simple smile.
But I don't believe
He doesn't
it.
play along.
A child left unattended on a warm day. Children make up stories and then end up believing them.
You're welcome, sweetie. I do appreciate the chance to relive it whenever I get one. It was just such an impossibly sunshiny day. So warm.
So your husband's some kind of
Oh,
scientist.
yes. A zoologist. A cryptozoologist, to be more precise.
I feel like we've gone through all this
It's a
stuff.
pseudoscience that attempts to legitimize research into mythological beasts and urban legends.
That's one opinion, yes. And people are entitled to their opinions.
She's used to playing off such insults casually, but they still affect her.
My apologies, ma'am. I did not mean to undermine your hobby.
Job.
It's not a hobby, dear. It's a subfield of zoology, one specializing in animal species that are so exceedingly rare that many assume them to be extinct or even fictitious. Searching for such species called cryptids is difficult and often thankless, and frankly, many scientists are too lazy to do it. Universities these days are rarely interested in supporting real research.
There's really no point in manipulating anyone. She'd be only too pleased to tell you about her work. Go on and ask.
Here's some of the cryptids you've studied. Could you tell me about a couple?
Oh, I'd be delighted. Truth be told, I could really use the company too.
One cryptid, not a couple. One. This won't turn into some kind of cryptid extravaganza.
Yeah, just one.
He nods and assumes a waiting posture. Cryptids, cryptids. Let's hear about all the interesting cryptids. Ooh, tough choice there.
Is this bird a cryptid? Point to the tie. What's the biggest? What's the tiniest? What's the most dangerous? This got a cryptid on this pin you gave me. Are there any invisible cryptids? We'll ask about the bird.
No, it's the cryptid.
Okay, what is this bird? Oh, the cryptid?
Oh, yes.
Okay, what is this bird?
The eight-eyed teratorn, the largest flying avian ever discovered, with a wingspan of 11.5 meters. It was thought to have gone extinct 3,500 years ago. Some even doubted the fossils were real. A mutation, they said. Until...
Mutation? All of evolution is a mutation.
Until it was sighted by renowned Gotvaldian explorer and naturalist Uwe Plattenkalk in 21.
You hear about this sighting? Okay, let's back it up. Not.
It happened on a botanical expedition into the vast and unexplored Oamrau Canyon in southeast Ilmaral. Dr. Plattenkalk got separated from his group during a sandstorm. The world's largest canyon system, sweetie. It's a barren waste east of the Erg Desert, an ancient riverbed completely dried up. Alone in the blasted desert heat, the doctor wandered eastward, where man hasn't stepped foot in over 1,000 years, since the fall of Pericarnassus. He was lost, without any navigation equipment, and desperately low on water. After a day or two, he noticed a bird high in the noon sky. A great black bird. It seemed gargantuan. Every now and then, the bird would dive down to feed on an animal carcass somewhere on the horizon. But by the time Uwe got there, the teratorn had taken off already, and the carcass was picked clean. This happened many times.
Eat the bird, Uwe. It's the only way to survive.
He followed him, I understand. He started hunting it.
Yes, a bird that big has a lot of blood in it, and he was dying of thirst. For many days, Dr. Platzenkalk followed the Tetatorn until they reached a great canyon wall where the bird finally landed to rest. Professor climbed up there with a rock in his hand. He found the bird sleeping with his head tucked under its wing, a great black pile of feathers on the perch. So he approached, slowly squeezing the rock in his fist. Then the Tetatorn suddenly looked at him. He could see it had 8 eyes, 4 on either side of its skull, like a spider. And the man couldn't move. He was paralyzed, frozen into place with the rock in his hand. Whatever he did, he could not get closer to the bird.
And why is that? I mean, I imagine if you see an 8-eyed bird, you do kind of just freeze up for a bit.
The bird was controlling his mind. It kept him from approaching. He could step back, but every time he stepped forward, paralysis. Uva spent 3 days trying until the bird flew away.
Yeah, how do you survive the hell?
The 8-eyed Tetatorn was indifferent to him, as long as he didn't get closer than 2 steps. It even let him feed on some carcasses up there, and the 2 unfertilized eggs it left behind. Absolutely, sweetie.
Yeah, we're gonna say fuck you out of that.
Cryptozoologists have been tracing it ever since, but Wamrao is vast, mysterious, and holds many secrets.
Modern radar telemetry shows great promise. We will confirm this one by the end of the decade, latest.
This one I liked. Not only does it have 8 eyes, and is a living fossil, and the largest bird ever to live, it also does mind control.
That was the last anyone saw of it.
Sadly, yes, but there are numerous reports of 8-eyed bird skulls from Il Mara. And then there's the striking resemblance to the Pericarnassian imperial eagle, an ancient heraldic symbol that is hard to pass off as coincidence. The imperial eagle, too, had 8 eyes.
Not really. It's just stylization. The way they drew eyes. It's not a zoological drawing.
Very, very hard.
I mean, the story wasn't that good.
This one's very famous. Everyone knows it. People will be looking at that tie on you and thinking, that man is into cryptids. So, what else do you want to know? Of course, dear.
Okay. Neat. And we get volition as well. Wait, if I just have this tie on, does that mean I get an extra morale? I do. I mean, the tie I have currently on gives me 1 Inland Empire. This one gives me Inland Empire as well, but also a volition. Like stat-wise, it's awesome. Design-wise,
Oh,
I probably
hello,
wouldn't wear it in
sweetie.
public.
So nice to see you again.
Now let's talk to him, get that quest done.
Ha ha! Nothing like the gratitude of a good woman. Now then, what can I do for you?
He gives you a gruff pat on the shoulder.
He tries to play it cool, remain professorial, but inside, this man is itching for some news on those traps.
Good. Okay.
And one of them was empty.
Completely empty?
The cryptozoologist's eyes grow wide.
Surprise, tempered with fear and trepidation. He doesn't know what to think yet. Maybe you're joking?
There was nothing in the trap. No locust, no phasmid.
No locusts? No phasmid either?
That's not ideal, but
The empty trap was the one at your campsite. Maybe this factors into it somehow.
I definitely left that one stocked.
Right from the campsite? Just means the Insulindian phasmid is even more clever than we thought.
Of course, more clever.
You're dealing with a subject near and dear to their hearts. It might behove you to tread lightly.
Yes, the Phantasmadeia picked off the Locust and escaped. This is good news, though we'll have to reconsider the design of the traps. Make them more secure.
Another trip to the Reeds.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. What a deft hunter, this Phasmid. Don't know, I'm not persuaded. Are you sure you exhausted all the alternative explanations?
Of course we have.
Okay, well...
Wait, Morel. He may have a point. We have an obligation to rule out other hypotheses.
Yep.
You're right, dear. It's a fair point. But what other explanation could there be?
He turns to you.
Pardon me. This is a big deal for us. You've helped us twice now, and brought some great news too. My gratitude, and the gratitude of the Société Cryptozoologique de Ravachol, is yours.
Heartfelt gratitude. But does it feel like closure? What really happened?
Thank you, it's an honor. We should probably return to our main investigation here. This has been refreshing, but...
Helping cryptozoologists isn't really a priority for our organization, is it? The lieutenant looks out the window, impatiently.
No, too bad.
Consider the way the empty trap was disturbed, as though shaken. Most likely the hands of a young person. Hands small enough to fit inside the trap, too. You should ask the red-headed boy, Kuno.
Think a little... Oh, we've got to talk to him again, then.
A little hooligan. But what would a child want with bugs?
Oh, my dear Morel. You've been an old man for too long. Kids love to torment insects almost as much as they love to torment old folks.
Delinquents, my favorite.
Doesn't sound like it's really his favorite.
Oh, you've been such a dear to us. Please, let us know whatever you turn up. I have a feeling we're getting so close.
Well, I see you've got all the help you need. I'll see you tonight at my place. Let's play suzerainty, but no more field trips for me.
After this is your last chance to talk to Gary.
Really, Gary? We're getting somewhere here. I'd love to play suzerainty, but...
Lena, I'm sorry, but you're not getting anywhere. It was some kids. I know the little mutants around here. Leave anything out in the open and they'll steal it, even if it's bugs.
He looks at his tea.
Morel, it's been fun, really, but I need a bath and I have deliveries to handle. When this tea is done, I gotta run.
No need to apologize, Geary. You'd be more than helpful. We'll have to take a rain check on that game of suzerainty today, though. We're gonna follow this through.
Always a pleasure to see an officers.
I don't think I need to talk to him. We got the armor from him.
Again? I can't believe this shit.
Nah, we're gonna go to the car. I also gotta talk to Avart.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Need to report a dead body on the owner of the
Yes.
boots.
It took some convincing, but I got the mercenary's name and a few biographical details. Are you ready?
The lieutenant leans in to listen. notebook in hand.
That suit of armor was issued to an Oranese citizen named Ellis Cortenaer. That's Ellis Kortenaer. Exact date of birth unknown. He was signed into the Lelystad County Neonatal Care Unit on 28th of February, '09.
Neonatal Care Unit?
He was found as a newborn in a leaf compactor near an abandoned farm. He spent 4 months in the neonatal unit, survived apparently, and was assigned to a foster family at 2. This is what the ICP knows about him. He was raised by foster parents, entered the Eastbrand Military Academy in Vredefort at 17, then served in the Oranese forces till he was honorably discharged in 41, just a year before the Seminese conflict. Then the armor followed him to Seminine, or at least I assume it did. And that's it. There are no records of his employment in Crenel, or any of its other incarnations, or him even entering Revachol.
Yeah, he was found on a leaf compactor?
It's a garden tool used to press leaves into these cubes. It's a detail the hospital had, the only detail in these files. So I thought it would be good for you to know.
It is. Thank you, Alice.
None, officer. Sorry.
That's alright. I don't think the parents mattered that much.
Even that is a small miracle. These organizations usually double-check their inventory. Thank you, Alice. Great work.
No problem, Lieutenant.
She sounds pleased.
A name. This is very good. Ellis Cortenaer.
Sometimes police work is about human dignity, about giving back names to anonymous victims.
I'm glad the inquiry was helpful to your investigation, officer. Did you have any other questions?
Dead body on the
One
boardwalk.
moment. Can you please describe the body? Age, sex, cause of death?
An unidentified middle-aged man, height 170 175 centimeters, dark hair, medium build. Looks like he slipped, fell through a hole on the boardwalk, hit his head against the metal bench.
We suspect he might have been inebriated when he fell. There were bottles all around him, and traces of vomit on his shirt.
Any signs of violence?
Seems like it was an accident.
No field autopsy necessary. What about his belongings? Did you examine his clothes?
He was wearing boots, trousers, and an old leather jacket with a bright blue lining. Found a library card from his pockets.
Any information on the library card?
From Central Jamrock Public Library, belonged to someone named Billy McGean.
Good. You have a lead. Do you and Lieutenant Kitsuragi want to take the case, or should I assign it to someone else?
And we're taking the case.
I have assigned the case to Lieutenant Kitsuragi. Please follow up on this library lead to identify the man. We'll send someone to take the body to the morgue. That's all for now. Thank you for reporting in. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Let's see, what do I want? Empathy? Suggestion? We'll hold off. Oh, we got 9 points. Oh, it's just for that thing, right.
Hold on, officer. I've got Central Jamrock Public Library on the line, and I've already introduced you to their librarian. Connecting the call in 2, 1.
Yes, this is Central Jamrock Public Library here. How can I help you, officer?
Looking for any information that you can provide on Billy Majian. I keep saying it different, I think. A reader.
Billy Majon, you said. Give me a moment, I'll have to check our database.
He puts down the receiver. What, no hold music?
On Moreau Drive in Central Jamrock, in a darkened hall lit by orange desk lamps far away from the noise outside, a middle-aged man taps commands into an old radio computer. A printout falls on the desk. Behind him, a lonely reader scours some dusty bookshelves. looking for a paperback.
Yes, hello, are you still there? I found Billy Majon's home address, is that alright? No phone number, unfortunately.
They're too poor to have a phone line.
Here we go, sir. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33B, apartment number 20. It's in Martinez, I believe. Cape Side Apartments, it says. That's all.
That's where the smoker on the balcony lives, isn't it?
Apartment number 20, though. Do you have any other information on Billy? I don't know why they would, but we'll go ahead and ask.
It says here that they returned their last book just a few days ago, but I wasn't at work that day.
You know someone who was?
Marie? Marie? Do you remember a reader named Billy Majon? They returned a Tybalt book the other day.
You hear someone answer from afar.
Yes, it was my colleague Marie. She said that it was Billy's husband who returned the book. He also asked for this new sci-fi release, Lowe's Radio City 87, but we don't have it yet.
Good. You have a name now.
Billy Majon was a woman, not a man. How did your colleague know that it was her husband? You know the husband's name.
Sorry, no. Marie only knows him by sight. Marie?
Moment passes.
She said it was an older man, and that she's pretty sure he'd had a drink or two the last time she saw him. 1 second.
Turns away from the phone again and relays the question.
Sorry, Marie wasn't really paying any attention to that. Marie knows Billy. She's been working here longer than me. Sometimes her husband returns some books for her.
Thank you, that's all from me.
Happy we could help. Goodbye, officer.
Alright, librarian hangs up, and the call gets redirected to the station with a soft click.
Anything else you need from me? 57's over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of stairs.
Yeah, we see that before. We move on. Save. Happy with everything going on so far. Yeah, we got enough to sell for another day.
The tear machines. Your bottles clunk into the machine.
Yeah, it's been a while since we talked to them, I guess.
Hola, Wandering Man.
Just surprised we can't talk to Measurehead about the tattoos.
You're back before the cargo container. Its drawer has not lessened.
That was weird. Okay, what's going on with the game? So I hope it's the game. Not a fishing rod, is it? It's...
Mr. Dubois, I hear the meeting with Titus was a glowing success. That's such a relief. Titus can be a handful sometimes. Now, what can Everard Clare do for you today? The Golden Boy returns once more. Wonderful. Simply wonderful, Harry. Of course. I already knew this. My friend, the mailman, confirms the letter is on its way. You've done a great thing today. You've given the children of Martinez a real future, Harry, and I feel I can finally trust you now. You're in my inner circle. You too, Mr. Kitsuragi. We can talk about anything. The strike, the murder, your lost gun, nothing is off the table.
Judging from how happy he is, it looks like he did it. He doesn't appear to suspect trickery.
Did you order the hanged man killed? I don't know why I paused like that. Hey, can I get my gun
Harry,
now?
I've got to be honest with you. Your gun was found 2 days ago. Withholding this information weighed heavily on me, but it had to be done.
Fine, where is it?
An old woman has it, and let me tell you, Harry, word on the street is she's a character, so watch out.
This must be the woman who bought the gun from Roy, the one he described as terrifying.
So the gun's still with the woman who bought it from Roy?
Yes, the same one. I see you've done your research. The pawn shop made the gun easy to track. Crazy stuff, Harry. Selling your gun like that? Wild. Anyway.
Union Boy's gonna help you fix it. He winks at you. Don't worry, Harry.
The neighbors of this old woman contacted my men because they trust me and the Debarders Union. Apparently, she was waving it around at the entrance to her building.
Waving the gun around doesn't sound good. None of this does.
Just waving it around at people? Who is this old woman? Can you set up a meeting?
As I said, she's a character. I didn't have time for details. It sounds like she's unstable, but don't worry. No one got hurt. Unfortunately, I don't know anymore. You're gonna have to go in blind, Harry. But she's an old lady. How dangerous can she possibly be? Oh,
Very.
and she calls herself the Pigs.
There it is again. The pigs. Like Roy said, not good at all.
I, for one, find it refreshing. Finally, someone calls themselves a pig.
A smile flickers in the corner of his mouth.
It actually sounds extremely bad, but let's not give him the satisfaction.
I already have. Tonight, starting 10 o'clock, near the old fish market on the coast, the one on the boardwalk, a little past the fishing village. Be careful, Harry. I would never set you up for anything dangerous, but you did ask for this. Now, back to the fun stuff.
She will be there from 2200 hours till 0200 hours.
Alright.
More fun stuff. Seems like we already have fun stuff to do.
It's the signatures I got. No, you plan to force him out with a construction note.
Harry, by now you should know I would never do anything tricky like that. However, if the construction noise and limited street access makes some people consider moving, well, let's just say there'll be freshly renovated buildings near the roundabout where those poor people can finally enjoy a significant uptick in quality of life. I'm talking real affordable workers' palaces.
He proudly spreads his hands to demonstrate the size of the palaces. They're very large.
So the village is doomed.
The lieutenant says grimly.
You were there. You saw the place. A wasteland. There's nothing left. But mark my words, officers. We are going to reset it. Reset. I have big plans for Martinez. And they do not include humans living in those pig sheds on the coast. That land will be used for municipal buildings and commerce.
What do you
Harry,
mean?
imagine a youth centre supermarket church complex. Employing hundreds, no, thousands of people. The coast will be lit up with enterprise and life. All those ruins out there turned into low-income housing. Harry, enough is enough. We're taking this district back. The war was 50 years ago, for God's sake. It's time to move on.
And life. I know you are a man of the people. I knew you were a man of the people. Avart. Low-income housing. If even part of this is true, then why not?
Yes, I do. I got the centre, I got room for a retail complex, and in 4 years, I'll get the church too. The wheels are already turning, Harry. The wheels of progress. This post-war limbo, I won't stand for it. There are kids practically playing with their own feces out there. It cannot go on.
No, he's saying the right things.
The pain is true. He's seen kids do worse than that. And then there will be a giant statue of him towering above it all.
I'm not a symbolist, Harry. I'm a realist. My statue will be Martinez rebuilt. 5-story building complexes, kids off speed, and landowners in a zone hating me. That will be my statue. And yours. We're doing this together.
And again, he's not saying anything bad. At least I don't think so, other than the moving people out of their own homes.
Damn right I'm up to something, Harry. I'm gonna make the working man as rich as Joyce Messier. That's my job. Just like yours is to keep the peace.
A true flash of anger in him, as he thinks of her.
Alright, did you order the hanged man killed?
I did not, Harry. Although I am very, very glad he's dead.
Yeah, what do you gain from him being dead?
Huh? And what do you have to gain from a war?
Victory, Mr. Kitsuragi. I have victory to gain. We are going to start a war with the Wild Pines group and win before they even realize there is a war.
They're trained military people. Aren't you afraid for your men?
Harry, we outnumber them 1,500 to 1. And that's just Martinez. With all the unions in Revachol, and with public opinion on our side, we can hold off 2 men, or 15 men, or even 50 men. The more they send, the worse it's going to look for them. They made a huge mistake hiring those guys. No one likes foreign mercenaries. The leftists hate them, the fascists hate them, even the moralists think they're in bad taste.
How is this connected to the strike?
Harry, there is no strike, only war. Class war. Or, in business terms, a dawn raid. Or wait. Is that when you still pay them something? Because we won't do that. We're not gonna give nothing. We're gonna take Terminal B away from them. The roads, the gates, the containers, that big crane, even the damn coffee maker. We're gonna take all of it for the people, and fuck Wild Pines.
So that's why you haven't let Joyce in?
Yes. It's also why I let that midget Gaumont go. He's too nice. I can't put him through this. Plus, he knows how to get in here. That woman can't tell her tits from her asshole. She has no chance.
Yeah, why are you telling me your plan?
Because we're friends, Harry. Besides, it doesn't matter now. You can go tell her if you want. It won't change the course of events. We have a significant head start. It's already happening.
How many of you guys are there in the Union? How are you going to fund your new independent harbor?
Oh, you mean what sort of goods are going to be flowing through? How am I going to replace all the contacts we'll lose once the poo-poo hits the fan? The clients will ditch us. Harry, we've thought of everything.
Clients would take a well-known multinational conglomerate over a local mobster any day.
And possibly hope to continue like you have. Clients will leave en masse.
Sure, some will go, but mark my words. The company will be unpleasantly surprised to see how many of them stay loyal to Martinez, and to the new competitive contracts we can offer. With renewed zeal sparked by communal ownership, the men will be shipping those containers double time. You'll be surprised to see how fast things go without parasites latching on. We'll have our hands free to pursue bold, exotic new revenue streams. Haven't you seen the crates outside, Harry? There's all sorts of fun stuff inside them. I mean, heck, this one has you and the lieutenant, me, and my novelty swordfish clock.
Did he just deflate slightly? Was there something he wanted you to ask about? Maybe you should come back if you learn something relevant and ask again. You should definitely come back here and ask again if you learn more about the Union's dealings. There's something he's not telling you.
2,372. Plus yours truly, of course.
2,373 is a sizable contingent for a labor organization in Revachol.
Great, Harry, great. I think we have truly built a bridge between Martinez and Jamrock today. We have united the RCM and the Debarders Union.
Suddenly, there's sadness in his tone.
This has been so great. I'm sorry we don't have more fun things to do together, but if you ever feel like bouncing something off me, my door is always open. I'm always happy to educate. Very nice, Harry. Is there anything else?
Alright.
Yes?
Yeah, I guess I do want logic again. I mean, keep trying.
Yes?
Look at you. It's because you're a failure. They sent you to Slight, Precinct 57.
No, that can't be right.
Just think about it for a second. You're a raging alcoholic who showed up 3 days late wearing piss-stained disco garb. You weren't sent here to win.
I've considered it.
That's not true, right?
I don't think I can say one way or another. I do think it's somewhat unlikely, though.
Why is that?
I checked the records. This jurisdiction dispute, who polices Martinez, reaches back to the 30s. It's as old as my station. And all this time we can't decide who gets Martinez? I think, yes, both stations would prefer a win.
Ah, so you are their finest.
I am the finest of nothing.
You really see me as a safe bet?
Safe? No. But you're old. You've made it this far. Something has brought you through. We've only just started working together, so I don't know what it is yet. But it's there. So no, I don't think they sent you as a joke. And even if they did, they are in for a surprise.
That was nice.
Yes?
Yeah, I don't know what it is lately. Restless in this chair.
Oh, hey, mister. I knew you'd be back to talk with old Leo here. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. It's like Lady Larice said when she opened a bathhouse in the basement of... No trouble at all, mister. No trouble at all.
Alright. So we got 4 hours to get back. Man. There we go. Crap. Alright, just one moment. Oh. I dropped something that I kind of needed to play the game. But it was just somehow landed in my chair rather than on the floor. But again, we got like 4 hours until we got to go back all the way down across the water lock. So let's go talk to Joyce.
The unpromising race pupil returns. Racists are generally not very good examples of their race. I am not like them. True, that is a noble cranium, but you got a hard noggin yourself. The drawings are precise and look true to their pseudo-scientific ambitions. One thing, however, it is not entirely free of throwbacks in the phylogenetic tree. His large jaw, for example, could be a trait indicative of criminalism. Also, his earlobes could be small.
That atavistic stigmata makes pussy say yes plenty.
Babe, thanks. But I got this.
You have him off guard now. He's preoccupied with this situation with his woman.
Racists.
True. That is, the drawings are precise.
The size of the earlobes is not a real craniometric criteria. Everyone knows this.
Everyone knew.
Your earlobes are flawless, Jean-Luc.
Yes.
The man falls silent, his face motionless.
You exhibit forward projection of the jaw, indicative of schizophrenia and sexual inaccountability. From a purely aesthetic standpoint, the dimple in your jaw makes you look like a baby. This is not craniometry, just an observation. It is impossible to see any more of your bone structure. It is covered in the ravages of Al-Ghul. From what remain of your features, I can see fleshy lips, baldness of the head, and long arms relative to lower limbs. This leads me to conclude you are not a police officer. You are a common criminal, an offspring of murderers and sailors from Sur-la-Clé and Vesper, and possibly even the degenerate sheep herders of Ubi.
So interesting, one of my ancestors was a Sur-la-Clef and the other Vesper. Or those the two that couldn't produce?
Your racial heritage is uninteresting. It is the same as all Rivasholians. Your parents and their parents made the decision to reproduce while under the influence of Al-Ghul. That is the only reason you are here.
He's right there. It's almost impossible to get it on unless you're both drunk. It's too scary when people are sober.
I think this racist is better.
That will be the...
He will grant us 3 wishes.
Your pedomorphic...
The lieutenant does not flinch.
You should keep him close. The congenital defect of farsightedness does not...
Well, none of this helped. And this guy does not want to talk about his tattoos. No one wants to talk about their tattoos.
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you! What's it to you? Big mess, caused by union greed. But I only fight for the rights of people.
The man has turned his attention.
Yeah, none of that seemed useful. Let's go talk to this old lady again. Hey, what's this? How come that was highlighted in yellow? So if I have more perception, I can maybe find more money on the ground?
The woman still has her eyes fixed on the photograph in her hands in the background.
Still nothing. guess that worked. Right, we gotta go talk to freaking Kuno.
The tracks are as they have ever been. A bit more worn, perhaps. Fortunately, the street sweeper still hasn't noticed their presence.
No wonder the cafeteria manager seemed frustrated when he was giving us directions to the yard. Well, you did provide us with a very convenient access point to the crime scene.
Yeah, it was all part of the plan. You're welcome.
What do you see?
Kuno's like Kuno's dad? Kuno doesn't give a fuck about anything. No, Kuno doesn't give a fuck about books.
Oh my god, I told you that shit is lame!
Shut up, C.
Now they're gonna take you to lame prison!
Yeah, what's this
Deny
about?
everything, Kuno. You need to lawyer up.
Kuno's not gonna say anything without his lawyer present.
There's definitely something going on here. Remember his pig's head shack? You should check it out.
Kuno doesn't fucking...
Yeah. Don't care about Kuno, though. Yeah, we got time to play it around now. Like, I did everything I needed on the time limit. Own slogan from an aggressive, youth-oriented campaign. Wrong with locusts in here?
All around you, the hisses and chirps of locusts fill the musky air. The earthen floor of the shack has been shaped into mounds of mud, dotted with little holes for windows. Like skyscrapers, spires of dirt and sand rising. Accommodations for their insectoid inhabitants.
Well,
that's nice of them.
detective, it appears you've solved the case.
The lieutenant looks around, writes something in his notebook, turns to
Of
you.
the locusts. For the missing locust case, which is a sub-case of the imaginary insect case. So at least that's going well.
Stop being so sarcastic, Cam. No, that's fine.
Yes. I feel we are nearing a real breakthrough. I'll let you handle the Kuno side of things. You are doing just fine.
Yeah, I don't think I've hinted at all that I... like, in-game, I don't believe in any of it. Alright, let's talk to this shitty head. Again.
Kuno's like Kuno's dad? Kuno doesn't give a fuck about anything. The fuck do you want with it? Oh, that? Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape.
You want to tape him like some kind of musician? Cool pig head, I liked it. Got one, two. This one, point your head is shit. Yeah.
Yeah, Kuno plays on snuff radio, fucks pigs, live, fucks their heads off. Kuno's a cop killer. Oh, that? Kuno decapitate. Yeah, to the both of you, watch your ass in Kuno's town, or Kuno's gonna fuck your head off. Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom. Yeah, Kuno took the bugs, so what?
So it wasn't a phasmid. A wave of disappointment washes over you.
See, you don't give a fuck about bugs, then you go build a whole bug town.
It's not Bugtown. It's the city of locusts. Locusts aren't just bug shit. They come out of the sky like a fucking shadow. Shit descends.
Stop!
She wails from behind the fence, then buries her face in her hands.
You stop. It's like their fucking night. Locust City, Night City, City of Rage.
There's a tug of war over the name of his fantastical city. It's almost too big for his imagination. The girl forces herself to watch again. the corners of her eyes twitching from discomfort. The lameness is causing her physical pain. The damage may be permanent.
Kuno, the pig wants to help you. Oh, that's how lame it is. Please just don't say you're...
An artist? Maybe I am an artist. You hear that, everyone? I'm a fucking artist now.
That's great, Kuno. It's cool to make art.
Oh my god, Kuno! He's gonna make you totally lame in, like, 3 seconds. Don't let him, Kuno.
Yo, fuck you, see? Kuno can be what Kuno wants to be. Kuno's his own man. Kuno's free.
He tears at the buttons of his shirt, trying to rip them open. They don't give away.
Kuno made
They don't give
himself
away.
into Kuno. Kuno can make himself into anything. Kuno can make himself into a pig if he wants. Kuno can make himself into a... Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Don't make yourself into a pig, Kuno. You'll have to take me away.
A leading silence fills the yard.
So that's what this is about.
And silence on the choices you make, young girl.
Without a word, she disappears entirely behind the fence. For once, the boy is lost for words. He turns completely red now, with splotches of white beginning to appear across his face.
And what does the city mean?
It don't mean anything. It's shit. Kuno just likes to focus. Kuno likes to concentrate on shit. Build shit when he's zipping hard. Fuck.
He turns his face up to the heavens.
Pig, you really shouldn't have fucked with Kuno City. Now it's all fucking lame. I don't give a shit. I don't need the locusts anyway. Shit is all lame now. C was right.
The girl's face appears again, above the fence, just long enough to make eye contact with Kuno.
Kuno's gonna let the fucking locusts die. The fuck are they trying to catch anyway? With the traps?
He recognizes the name.
Wait, you know the Insulating Phasmid is?
Bitches think Kuno doesn't know shit. The fuck out of here. Kuno's tired of this shit.
I'll die before I squeal, pig.
Can we not just pick up the locusts ourselves? We got a trash bag for them. Again, we kind of have time to kill. I got anything new?
Yes? What is it?
You have a blue uniform, mine is black. What does that mean?
It means I'm a patrol officer, sir.
God damn it, you leave her alone. Keep your weird bullshit to yourself and be professional for once, for fuck's sake.
Can I actually help you with something?
He looks at you apologetically.
Yes, of course. Preposterous. I mean, you would remember if they were, right? Who forgets their squad mates? That's not possible.
Of course I'm with him. Why do you ask?
Well, he's not. He's a sack of shit barely kept together by crazy glue. But at least he tries, unlike you.
Please, let's not turn this into another exchange, okay? Of course I'm with him. Why do you ask? Oh, what? No. No, he's not. What are you talking about? Actually, never mind. Don't tell me about it. It'll just turn into another...
5-machine pylon.
Alright. And they just don't want to talk. Let's go talk to her. We got a name. We can tell her the name of the guy she was partying with and got hanged for unrelated reasons. She's made around 4 months of payment for this room. Like, sorry I snitched on you.
Officer, it's a fine day for questions.
Yes, miss. I hope you don't mind. All right.
Coolly, gracefully, she pours herself more coffee.
If I put this on...
Officer.
Nope, didn't do anything. Alright. Well, that led to nothing. Let's go talk to Titus, I guess.
It's you again. What is it? A witness? You ain't got shit. The locals would never come to you with this.
That's just tactics, Titus. Next, he's gonna tell you one of us already rolled on the others, and he's in witness protection.
And this isn't a local.
Well, let's hear it then. Who is your mystery fella?
He's not alarmed by the sudden appearance of a witness, but he is surprised. This goes without saying, but nonetheless, don't give out his name.
Yeah, right. Like we wouldn't know if an MI plant was in our town. Nice try, right?
I've seen this shit a million times, Titus. Fly fishing. They are desperate. Tell us, Copper, what wacky claims did he make?
Arabagite? Boss, I think he's trying to say me and Theo.
Well, yeah. What is confusing you? Eugene, Theo, and Elaine were there too. I already told you. We were all there.
Was a surreal play.
Those flaccid MI cocks with their culture language. Everything's a surreal play or sublime whatever. Doesn't mean anything.
Probably should mean something from someone that has
It means the whole
amnesia.
scene was long and drawn out, like it was from a film.
What is this fella's problem? Sorry we didn't make it more action-packed. It wasn't the first thing on our minds, you see?
Shanky. It's Shanky, right? I thought there's something wrong about the lynching story. Now I know there was.
You don't know shit.
I know you are lying, Shanky.
He writes in his notebook.
You didn't break this wagon fort, but you did manage to rattle the people inside a bit.
It's you assholes that feel the need to go around like a fucking brass band. The Hardy Boys are dead silent.
Yeah, it's like they put cowbells on you before they send you to the streets. What's with the cowbells, policeman?
Some witness. I pulled the same shit. Came up with some shit, then went and said it to people. Get a reaction. Don't have to go to cop school to try that.
You don't have to go to school for shit. I never went to school, and I'm doing great.
You're doing a hell of a job, man. Hell of a job.
Okay, maybe it doesn't feel like this did anything to them, but they have to be fretting a little. Everyone is afraid of witnesses. Witness is a scary word. I don't know what went wrong the last time. You have so many good ideas here. Make them all see they're puppets on a string. Those are the other guys. My shit is solid gold. You can trust me. Oh, you don't like these arguments? Let's see you come up with your own then. Come on, everyone's waiting. Where are...
What the hell are you talking about?
The awakening to this world, something came with me in an ancient sadness.
Oh, that shadow. A man your age. The hangover must be lethal. I never thought I'd say this, but maybe you should cut back on the drink.
That is a lie. You should cut forward on the drink.
That's enough for the shadow now, officer. Let's do procedural questions, or even, why not take a little breather?
These working class oafs don't know how to talk about feelings. You shouldn't have opened up to them, or anyone.
Again, just get the dead guy's autograph, since you're here.
Good one, Titus.
About fucking time.
Alright, rhetoric. I have to get that up at some point. I guess. Guess I'm messing with crap on my desk. Alright. Library? We can find that book. Oh, we can still go talk to Joyce, but yeah, the library first. Your mom get on to you for any reason yet?
Are you here for more?
No. Oh, the aunt's gone. A hair poster.
These shelves are overburdened with books from the same series. You see the name Dick Mullen over and over.
Oh, crime, robberies, murders, even sexual crimes. We're fortunate to have Dick Mullen and his stories to sort all that out. You're a police officer, apparently. You should buy all of these. They really do teach a person how to be a proper detective.
Uh-huh.
Sex crimes did pique your interest, but still, this Dick Mullen person only gets your pleasure centers down. Note, reading about Dick Mullen would not actually make you a better detective. Crime fiction is a disgrace, an asinine misrepresentation of the physical attributes of the arduous everyday work of actual police officers. These books greatly overstate the excitement of police work, glossing over how long it takes to actually follow up on leads and eliminate dead ends. Furthermore, they have no idea how hard it is to simply remove a body from a tree. What's more, they completely ignore the psychological hardships of year after year coming into contact with people during the worst days of their lives. Not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the officer's family. Detective fiction just doesn't tell the truth at all. Now, would you like a list of all the books found on the shelf?
Yeah, sure thing.
You
Again, we're killing time.
Dick Mullen on the job. Get me Mullen. The stalwart adventures of Richard P. Mullen. Dick Mullen and the murder in the orchard. The sordid affair of Dick Mullen. A killing is declared. Dick Mullen in the murder house. The final case of Dick Mullen. An obvious lie. Dick Mullen in the clock tower. The ordeals of Dick Mullen. Dauntless Dick. Dick Mullen's funeral pyre. The murder of Dick Mullen.
Dick Mullen dies? I'm sure it's like Sonic.
Oh no. Turns out he faked it to solve a case. Yes, there's also the dame who did it. Farewell, my Mullen. Faking death seems to be a common trope in the Mullen series. The morbid tales of Dick Mullen. a dark tide turns. Tragedy calls for Dick Mullen, another one with fake death. And, of course, Dick Mullen, the murderer. In order to catch a murderer, Dick Mullen must become the murderer. After all this, you still haven't found the answer to the one question that matters. Who is Dick Mullen? Your attempt to grasp at the answer fails. It seems very close by, pulsating just out of reach.
Man, I thought it was just fictional detective. There's like very tiny boxes here.
A sulfur-crested cockatoo sits on the cover, its beak slightly open. It looks as if the bird is calling out the book title, From A to Zurich, a guide to a well-behaved cockatoo.
It's a must-have if you own a cockatoo. I've heard they're quite capricious.
Angry storekeeper stare down. We could steal it. It is $3.99. I don't think it's worth the maybe EXP we could get.
Turns out that there are so many different cockatoo species, and they all have behavioral problems. You don't have behavioral problems. That's garbage. You're cool. Shelves full of biographies of...
I would say... The Greatest Innocence. Yes, most certainly. It's an important educational tool, delving into the depths of history, religion, and their relation to innocentic power.
Yeah, who or what is an innocent?
A very influential historical figure. But surely I don't have to tell you that. You're a law officer, and law officers have at least some education. The book is also very daring. The author aims to re-examine the universal understandings of the innocentic system, creating a fresh vantage point and a shift in the tired order of things.
That was about which of these innocences is the coolest and greatest.
Certainly, it's prudent for a person to have at least an elementary understanding of history and society. Imagine the chaos we'd be in otherwise.
You feel like you should get this one. Definitely. It's important somehow. There's something personal inside.
Nah. Again, we're too broke for it.
Several maps have been attached to a bulletin board hidden inside the alcove. They're held up by small pins. The board has come loose from one corner. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinaise. This large map displays archipelagos. You see a constellation of small dots on the light blue emptiness of the Insulindic Ocean. The largest in the northeast is La Caillou. You are here. Another, far away in the southwest, Seminese Islands, Ile de Fantôme. Ozon, Laurentide, Face à la Mer, Archipelagos, North Arcade Islands, all just specks of dust on the vastness of the Insulindic. On the edges of the map, the color fades into a blur of dotted lines, black and white, disintegrating into mathematics. In the northeast, a dust mite stands on the north coast of Caillou, in a bookstore. It's you. Radiating outwards.
I guess we're getting some
the suzerain
recognition at least.
Revachol, with a radius of 80 kilometers, still, the crown jewel of this Isola would be barely visible.
Went first. Can you see cities on the islands?
You can, on Caillou, Revachol, a single black star, on Ozon, Fondelier, and Vilmandu, on archipelagos, Croyan Moran, Villiers, on Seminine, Olduvai, and on Laurentide, Deora of the Seven Seas. The ocean breaks apart into a tangle of cosines and azimuths, all pointing into pale nothingness. Windy is the north azimuth. Grad is the northeast azimuth. Samara is the east azimuth. Seo is the west azimuth. Isolas, they're called. Connections to other worlds. Words past the Incelindian, unknown to you. You only know you've never been there. You have little idea what they are. Distant stars, gods, but looking at them makes you feel almost non-existent. Whatever they are, the Isolas are immeasurably large compared to you, and very, very far away. Perhaps they are gods, gods of distance and outer dust.
Ah, we failed something again. Oh, a couple things. Wow. I don't think it matters that much, though.
The north coast of a verdant island is shattered by the delta of a river. It is the River Esperance. Countless bridges put the shards back together, connecting city blocks to river islands. La Delta says a great artificial heart in the center, teeming with life forms and construction. To the east, rolling hillsides, Le Jardin, Stella Marie, the suburbs of Saint-Baptiste, swallowed up into the megacity. They sound rich to you. This is Rivershell East. Hudon, it's somewhere to live. Not bad. Then there's Jamrock. It's bad. People shouldn't live there, but they do. Then Forburg. It's almost as bad, and much larger. Then Coal City. It's the worst.
Big word for
It's so
Jamrock,
small
though.
you can't even see it on the map. No, wait. There it is. North of Jamrock. The strip of coast next to the Greater Rivershell Industrial Harbor. It looks downright despondent. It's almost Coal City, to be honest. No, Coal City is worse. A charred limb. Rain falls on its slick black streets. And then there's the burnt-out quarter in the heart of Jamrock. Is it cold in this bookstore? Or is it just you? No, this is somewhere to be. This is all you have. But it's still something. Streets and sodium lights, the sky, the world. You're still alive. It's not really a map. It's a tourist thing. A picture postcard with buildings on it, drawn from an isometric perspective. A date in the upper right corner says 48. Still, it's detailed. Could be pretty useful for scouting ahead. You see the jagged boxes of an industrial harbor, even the whirling in rags there.
I'm sorry, officer. The map of Martinez is the only one available. The other two are not for sale anymore. And besides, you could scarcely afford them. They're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90 cents, though. That old thing? It's an out-of-date map of a tourist location that never was nor came to be. From when some design studio people tried to spruce the place up 4 or 5 years ago. They also renovated the horse statue, set up those coin-operated viewers, and designed the new street lamps.
Yeah, what happened?
They didn't get that far, for some reason. A shame the project never got going. Would be nice if someone fixed Martinez up. All these ruins are bad for business.
I'll buy it.
Always good to be informed of your surroundings.
So does that mean I can actually... Okay, so now we have something, I guess. It's actually so different from what we had before. What the fuck?
This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. There's also a wide range of paranatural literature.
And we'll come back to it later.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Okay, but please, only a few questions. You wouldn't want to disturb the spirits. Yes, the Simonese are very crafty, and their wards are extremely powerful. Lesser wards simply won't do here.
The woman before you scans the store. her shoulders rigid and tense. Every now and then, she nudges her glasses.
No, I just don't feel like talking about that, I guess. Go talk to Joyce. There we go.
Whoa. What have we here?
A bridge.
A bridge with loose nails and rot-infested wood that creaks in the wind. A construction code violation if there ever was one.
Guess I'll have to take my chance.
Guess so. Just be careful out there. One false step could cost you dearly.
Probably would have led to something else if I picked the other options, but who cares? Let's get Kim upset by
Just
looking at this
an
again.
ordinary wall. Nothing to see here. The library card is folded into two and still slightly wet. Billy is a unisex.
Okay, so we looked at that already.
Six crumbling petals rest on your palm. They're white, a bell-shaped crown.
This is the Insulindian lily, called Maybelle's or Lucille's tears during the Revolution. Girls used to pin these on soldiers before sending them off to battle.
Is it coincident being on the roof?
Maybe. Maybe not. We'll see. Yes, but not this early. Not to my knowledge. It looks dried, preserved. A big political and military conflict. Ask around or buy a book.
He seems annoyed by the question. I mean, I feel like we've learned so much about the revolution already. It's weird that this is a question here.
The revolutionaries, so the commoners and the anarchists. White's their color, but the custom started in the suzerain's army, so it held meaning for the kingsmen too. It's about girls and boys more than sides. Girls sending off boys who are going to their deaths, then also dying themselves in the ruins from dysentery and consumption. It's a symbol of the Civil War.
The petals feel dry and fragile in your hand. Water flows under the channel bridge. Dark water. You rub your sides for warmth, but there is none. Inland, above the Martinez distributary, the channel that brought wastewater from the silk mills of Jamrock, and then dead bodies during the war. The wrinkled fingers of an old man crush flower petals, then sprinkle them in the stream like white salt.
I just get rid of... Okay, I didn't get rid of him.
It's just a racist mug. What's there to read here? Not much.
Yeah, then screw it.
The worn map features the patchwork grid of the streets of Martinez, with directions to appropriately touristy locations. Year 48 resides on the upper right corner. Your finger moves through the various streets, across Rue de Saint-Ghislain and Rue Saint-Sipar, over Saint-Brun and Martinez North, finally coming to a halt on the spot where you are currently standing, although the map gives no such indication itself.
For a more detailed view of the map, go to your journal and select the Map tab.
An intricate web of the pattern still kind of has for you to discover. You've gotten as far as you will without assistance. Someone close to the victim might know. Gone.
I kind of skipped that dialogue despite it being not grayed out, because I feel like I've already saw it. Could have been wrong though.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
She's not even asking you anything. It's so easy to just say.
Sounds like he has you running errands, Detective. A well-established dominance ritual. Where did he have you deliver it? Ah, yes. I've been meaning to go there.
Looks over the bay.
With longing. Clear and simple longing. Strange. Why does she want to go there?
So you're sad you can't buy the place? By fond of this village, aren't you?
I should be. In my youth, I had a brief dalliance here in Martinez. He was an older man with impossibly broad shoulders. He's probably dead by now. Even his shack is long gone. Not that it matters. These buildings are all carbon copies of one another. Yes, I was slumming it with some girlfriends of mine. We had boats and... Don't hold it against me. My paramour certainly did not. Not overly so. It's not like this was the only place we visited. Me and my girlfriends from Azon with our shiny boats. Like reavers. We told ourselves we were the worst thing to happen to the coast since the Coalition landed in '08. Imagine.
She tosses her head.
She's sentimental, all right. You don't know enough about her to find out why exactly. She will keep her secrets for now.
Wants to build a youth center here for children of Martinez?
A youth center with Edgar Clare's statue on top of it.
Her eyes run across the water remorsefully.
Go ahead. Help him. Make it so. I have no power to stop him. Yes. I'm sad I'll never have the time, Detective. I've always wanted a dilapidating fishing village.
She is more defensive about it than usual.
Full of ghosts and ancient memories. Has this errand yielded you any information? Of course, Detective. You can always drop by later, should something come up. Now,
yeah, tell me about the strike.
Course. Of course.
Don't tell her you've met Everard right away. There's time.
We've already done that, though.
I'm afraid I can't say any more until we've taken care of formal protocol.
You'll never guess what I found. My badge.
Did you? Wonderful.
She inspects the piece of blue plastic, the faded green pearls of her eyes, scanning left to right.
Quickly, methodically, like an electric printing machine. She's memorizing your badge number.
It is a relief to see a W freighter here. The situation is precarious, to say the least. It needs a quick solution, or we will have a bloodbath on our hands.
Contain the situation. I've already heard about a connection between the lynching and strike, but I need your testimony.
I have an indirect role to play, I'm sad to say. My employer experienced a momentary lapse of faith in me. In that moment, they elected to deploy a private military contractor as an insurance measure. They called it my security detail. They were dispatched after I relayed the union's initial offer.
Every worker...
A member of the board. I tried to convince my employer it was simply a piece of rhetoric, or a joke. They did not appreciate the humor.
And do you need a security
Absolutely
detail?
not. These mercenaries are muscle, pure and simple. They are meant to intimidate the Union into surrendering.
Who are they, exactly?
Crenell, an Oranese military company. As far as I know, 3 arrived in Martinez. They report to me sporadically, but they do not answer to me. To be frank, our relationship is deteriorating.
Well, one's dead. One's probably the big guy at the strike.
They wear ceramic armor, have semi-automatic weapons, and years of combat experience. They also have trauma and stressor disorder, and no idea how to conduct themselves in an urban civilian environment.
We don't know the third one yet.
So, what happened?
The story is, one of them, the Colonel, I don't know his real name, sexually assaulted a local woman while he was drunk and separated from his unit. This allowed some of the more militant Union members to subdue him.
That's the one we know about.
He was taken out behind the whirling in rags and lynched last Sunday night.
What then?
Nothing. Mr. Clare refuses to let me into the harbor. I have not been able to discuss this matter with anyone there. The remaining 2 Crenel contractors carry out their orders, for now. It's a smokescreen. In secret, they are conducting an independent military tribunal into the lynching. Once this investigation is concluded, executions will follow.
What is the nature of this so-called investigation?
Whether to execute one, some, or all of the Union militants.
Oh. There was the big guy asking around about the lynching, apparently. That the smoker talked about.
It'll be all of them. The decision is already made.
And to say this is not Disco. Maybe the investigations can team up, you know, share resources and intelligence. Boy, oh boy, this is not good.
Surely you're joking. These people are killers. My only hope is that yours provides a single, concrete suspect before they indiscriminately pick theirs. Simply put,
He grabs hold of the main cell.
if you don't pin this on someone good and do it fast, they will identify and execute everyone present at the lynching. This in turn will force the Union to respond.
The Debardeurs have over 2,000 men. It will be 1,000 to 1.
Have you ever seen a Hornet invade a beehive, Lieutenant? It's not pretty. These men work in tandem using semi- and fully automatic firearms. Their armor is virtually impenetrable to muzzle-loaded weapons, even yours. Most Union workers don't have guns at all. As I said, a bloodbath.
I can't see it happen. Many things would have to go wrong first. Isn't this a pretty bleak scenario just describing? I think the confrontation is inevitable.
Many bleak scenarios have already come true, Lieutenant W. Frater Dubois. All we can do is keep the rest from going the same way. One single concrete suspect delivered into civil court, and I may be able to defuse this situation.
Yeah, she's kind of right. And we're getting these tasks done, though, so that's nice. This colonel, the one who was hanged, did you know him?
If you mean did I see him alive? Yes, but I did not know him.
His name was?
Lely. His service name, a nom de guerre, most likely. He wouldn't divulge his full name. Only one of them did. A bad sign if there ever was one. He was 40. Or 50. It's hard to say which. He had a combat injury on his lower jaw. It made it difficult to estimate his age, or gauge his facial expressions.
This
I should
matches
still
the
be
dental
reading stuff.
reconstruction we saw on the body, and Glacier also mentioned it, I believe. What else? Nationality? Accent?
He was, Occidental, I think. Light brown hair, a mixed accent, Oranese, or Messinian, maybe. His injury gave him an accent all his own. In a way, it was humanizing. He had to learn to speak through it. Through the injury. That's all I know, I guess. I only met him once.
Must be hard to force your face to move in a new fashion. If you continue like this, you'll have an aneurysm. Then you'll have to.
Yes. I'm afraid this strike may descend into a small-scale civil war, with possible consequences for all of Rivershoal West.
Since you are sharing, man, this is also the RCM's worst-case scenario.
Then we're on the same page, as grim as it may be. Not much. Their public resume is relatively good, as far as private military contractors go. I believe they were once called Downwell. They boast a long list of clients. Saint-Baptiste, Welchman-Lorenz, Eintracht. A warning sign, however. The operations concerned all take place in third or fourth world countries. Guarding facilities, escort missions and such.
Meaning they're used to operating in war zones.
Yes. All the good conflict corridors. Supramundi, Yesut, the Seminese Islands. Countries that don't have a good record reporting atrocious military conduct on their soil.
Okay. Anything else you got on?
Sadly, no. Before this happened, I had little interest in them. Now that I do, I don't have the resources.
Gee, thanks.
If you still have access to the ICP's database, you could run a better background check than I ever could. It may take some time, though.
Do you know a lot about the inner workings of the RCM and the ICP, ma'am?
In my line of work, it pays to do your research. I was prepared to deal with the RCM. I did not think I'd be dealing with a group like Crenel.
Whoops. Could you contact the company, tell them to call them off?
I have. And they will. However, these orders take time to reach what is basically a rogue unit out in the field here. Until they do, it's all on us. Or he didn't. This is information passed on to me from some teenagers loitering around the canal. I cannot testify by it.
Who did the passing on then? What do these teenagers by the canal now say?
The remaining contractors. Their tribunal. It's what they believe.
Yeah, what do the teenagers by the
That
canal
the
say?
man was killed because he assaulted a local woman. I've asked around a bit. This seems to be the accepted story around Martinez.
This does not come as news to us, but still. To your knowledge, where did this assault take place, if you know?
Last Sunday night, at the Whirling in Rags, the hostel by the gates. Supposedly, the colonel was drunk, maybe on narcotics too. Either way, he's alleged to have sexually assaulted a woman. Sometime later, a group of dock workers got their hands on him.
Know the woman you're talking about, we have it under control, don't mention it. And who was this woman?
That's a good question, officer. I don't have the slightest idea. As I said, it's a rumor. About a rumor. In any case, it's what the colonel's remaining colleagues believe.
Alright, we're gonna mention it this time.
This is information passed on that the man was
This does not come as...
last Sunday. Either way, he's alleged to have good. Then you've made progress. It's imperative that you move fast. The tribunal will not be patient. They've gone to ground, as it were. I don't recommend seeking them out. For one, they're almost certainly armed to the teeth. They don't have the same respect for the Revachol citizens' militia as I do. To put it bluntly, they think you're vigilantes. Ghetto savages. It will not be a fruitful meeting.
You still need to know where they are. You'll confront them directly. Okay, we'll steer clear for the moment.
You're likely to run into them eventually. When that happens, I'll be in a better position to mediate if I don't appear involved.
Where are these mercenaries?
One is obviously the scab leader at the harbor gates. The one chanting the idiotic slogans. He's barely maintaining his disguise.
Yeah, one must be the goon in ill-fitting work clothes by the harbor gates, the scab leader.
That may be so. I still hope you heed my advice. There's no need to kick the hornet's nest.
For all your talk of averting this catastrophe, the situation at the gate is a powder keg. Does this not bother you?
Of course it bothers me, Lieutenant. But my hands are tied. How would my employer react if it appeared I were intervening on behalf of the Union?
Your concern may be appearances. Ours is keeping the peace.
I hope I can answer it better.
Yeah. How much time?
Until the executions start? Truthfully, I don't know. It depends on their progress identifying the members of the lynch mob, and their impatience.
Alright, let's see. We do have 2 skill points. What did I need?
They don't report their progress to you?
Not on this matter. I'm afraid they consider this a personal initiative.
There's a brief silence. Seagulls squawk over the bay.
It's a matter of days, not weeks. I am sorry to have been the bearer of bad news.
Now, can you
If
tell
there
me
is
about...
anything else I can help you with, please ask.
Yeah, can you tell me about these tattoos? Sorry, it's gonna be attached to a dead body.
Of course. Excuse my hesitation before.
She reaches over the guard wire and takes the photo, holds it in her hand.
For about half a minute, in silence.
It was taken with a trigette not long ago. This is the man's upper body. There were no more markings on his hands or legs.
Stay quiet. Observe the woman's expression.
Her mouth is relaxed. The accordion lines near her mouth vanish. The pearls of her eyes move slowly on the photo's surface.
Sorry. I was trying to see if I can read the web of interdependencies between these points. The stars.
She points to one on the photo paper.
I can't. But that's how you read this story. The points themselves don't have letters, numbers, anything. Their size, location on the body, and distance from each other tells you what they represent.
Like blooms in a pattern?
Close. Port cities. This is an Oronese map of the waterways, a sailor's tattoo worn by wayfarers of the Dolorian century. Over 300 years ago, the sailors would mark their bodies to map their travels.
What travels did the dead man make?
Quite a few. Vredefort, the Oronese capital, traditionally stands on the right shoulder. He started somewhere near here, I think.
What next?
Then he made his way to the Pretto Grande, through what I think must be the Stutz Canal, an artificial channel through the Occident. From the Pretto, he sailed to the Insulindic Ocean, first the Semines Islands, then this.
He points to his heart.
Revachol. Those are the two constants. Vredefort on the shoulder, and Revachol in the heart. They started the tradition of these maps right after the discovery of Insulinde, at the dawn of the Inter-Islary Age.
The old world passing by, and the new world already here.
You said you can't read it.
I can't. This man was no sailor, and these are no ports. I can understand geographic fragments, but not their meaning. His platoon members? The other contractors, though I do not suggest you go and show them that picture. This man was their friend and comrade.
Well, I think it's too late for one of them.
Challenge accepted. I say we do it.
Need the information? Mark it down. Ask Mercs about the tattoos. I mean, I guess it's not really that important.
Do what you have to do, Detective Dubois. I don't think deciphering that tattoo should come before public security. But if you should wade into the mob to find out, I couldn't stop you.
We will be careful, ma'am.
The sailor's soul would use it to fly back home if they should die abroad. This is a sort of contraption to be reeled back in by. The silver cord, they would call it.
Where is he now?
This one's going nowhere but the morgue. Spoken to him from the soul. For now, the soul is fastened inside his corpse. This one's flown quite far by now.
The times have changed. Is there anything else I can help you with? What we do? I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole. It's the Pines core competent, and that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals...
Okay, forget that.
Of course.
Okay, you know what? I think I need a break.
Of course.
Like a long
How
one.
else can I help?
So next time we'll go get our gun and check out the church, probably. We might talk about reality. I don't think we've done that on this day. But yeah, need to stop. So, if anyone's watching, thanks for watching, and until next time, have a good one.